Good morning. It's 7 a.m. and I thought I'd start today with where we finished off last time, which was the tank, right? A tank on the shed. Check it out now. Last week I made these raised garden beds. Never having made one before, I thought, well, how hard can it be? You just cut tin with a grinder and stick pieces of wood in the corners. Anyway, that's kind of what I did, and this is what I ended up with. Of course, it's all second-hand material again. So in this one, I've planted strawberries. Oh, and a little cherry tomato down here and here. I've seen that they've already got new growth on them. They're pretty happy. Instead of filling the whole depth, which is, what is it, knee high, with soil, because I don't have a lot of soil, I put rocks in the bottom, then I put some hardwood chunks of wood. Hardwood chunks of wood, come on. Chunks of hardwood, and then soil. I also put up this dog mesh from the top here and joined it to the back of this raised bed. I plan to grow either the miniature gourds up there or some tomatoes. So that is the tank, the shed and the raised garden beds. Okay. Good morning, Shadow. Hi everyone. I've planted lots of things around on the dam here. Some dahlias down the middle here, some giant sunflowers, and you can see there's bits and pieces growing everywhere. My gum tree here is doing really well, and this is the tagatasti. Oh my gosh, that's a tricky word, isn't it? The tree lucerne. Look, that's big. That's reached the horizon. The oak tree is about to burst into leaf. I've decided rock garden's not for me, so I've removed all the rocks and I've yet to spread out this soil. This garden will stay. It's got good bug mix coming up, various other plants, some native trees. For root trees, this is the nectarine, and despite the copper spray, which somebody said is what you use for curly leaf, it has curly leaf. It doesn't affect the fruit, but it's not so attractive, is it? Nectarine. Plum. The flowers have gone, look, and the little tiny plums. This is the first time I've seen them too. Look at that, a whole bunch there. I'll be putting some exclusion bags on so that I get some. The almond is now forming almonds. These are almonds already. And this was the first tree to flower. So that's nice. This is the apricot that was gifted to me from one of the videos. Somebody sent me some money to buy a tree, and I bought the apricot tree, and it's doing very well. So thank you so much. The apple trees. This is the gala. It's just starting to come into flower, and its pollinator over here, the Granny Smith, it's in flower. So again, we're going to have Granny Smith apples, gala apples. This is a new baby. You can barely see, but this is a peach, yellow fleshed peach. This is a new one I bought this year. Cherry baby. This is the one I got a kilo from last year, and look at the flowers. Woohoo! We are gonna have cherries. Fig has burst into leaf, so obviously it's happy there. The double graft apple, the gala. Oh hello, there's a lovely spider's web. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Gala and Fuji, I don't really know which is which, and a lovely clump of lissam at the bottom there. The other cherry also in flower for the first time, so that will be beautiful. Now I was gifted out of the blue, a delivery came of heritage trees, and a friend had just ordered them on my behalf and sent them. And it is a crab apple, which I think will be quite big. It's going to be a standard, and this is what it is. Digging this hole, I found a cast door knocker, a 1916 shilling in almost perfect condition, a wedge for banging into logs to turn them into planks, and half a pair of hand shears and some other bits and pieces, all in one hole dug there. So the crab apple was a gift. Over here are the new berries. This one is a cross between a blackcurrant and a gooseberry, and it's called a josterberry, and it's doing really well. And two more blackcurrants, a blackcurrant Goliath and Magnus. Magnus sounds kind of big, doesn't it? These are new too. These were gifted. So this is the gifted currant garden. These are the black currants that I bought. So they're doing all right, and I put the gooseberries here from my favourite nursery, Black Mountain Nursery. I found this at a throw-out, a tipped throw-out. I thought it looked pretty good. So now we have decorations in the tree. I'll just open the mouse house because the plants like the sunshine. And this is the mouse house. There's a mouse. There's a mouse. Morning, mouse house. Morning, little dog. Morning, rabbits. How you doing, plants? All okay? Looking good. I was gifted this mouse. Oh my gosh, what a bizarre looking creature. So this came from Ra, a big-eared thing, and it's keeping watch. Spuds are growing okay in there. Garlic and bunching onions are doing okay here. Spuds in here. And this one I completely emptied, did the same thing, rocks then hardwood, and I've put in a boysenberry and a couple of raspberries, and I made this frame, and yes, it is now a lot higher. So I drilled into the tucker box and marked it first, of course, and then poked this in, so it's really stable now. I'm thinking that in these spots here where the spuds are, I might put citrus so that they'd have plenty of time to be protected from the elements, and maybe I'll be able to grow citrus. The pears, now this is a pear that was given to me and I have no idea what it is, but this pear is a red sensation and it's growing okay. This one is the beer bosque and it's got some nice growth. Here's another given one, no idea what it is, but it's pretty. And this one is a French, forgotten its name. Guess what happened? We now have a fire pit. I'll walk around it so you can see. All these huge rocks were moved. No way I could pick up one of these rocks. They will look nicer once it's rained a bit, I would imagine, and taken the soil off them. Some of them have got lovely moss. I've planted mint around the base, and I've just paved around the middle there with more of the half bricks. So this is the fire pit. I've ordered some heritage fruit trees. 2 are the sort of early versions of the Cox's Orange Pippin. 2 are late fruiting and 2 are mid-season fruiting, I think. One's late 1700s and the others are early 1800s versions. So they'll be interesting. So I've dug the holes for those. And who is that over there? Well, here's another story. A friend of mine said she's got a hen that's sitting on eggs and it really wants to hatch eggs, but she has enough chickens. Would I like it? So I took the hen, whose name was, I don't know, something German, and I kept forgetting it. And these came from Joy. I could have called her Joy, couldn't I? I ended up calling her Henny Penny. Over there is Henny Penny. And that rooster next to Henny Penny, that's Mr. Early Bird. Henny Penny decided that she'd had enough. She was bored. So she got off and the eggs were stone cold one morning. That was a shame, wasn't it? Never mind. So then Joy said, well, would you like a rooster? So now I have Mr. Early Bird because he was being bullied a bit by Joy's other rooster. And there's Mr. Early Bird. Okay. Oh, the cat, the poor cat, Miss Little Petit Patou, I don't know if I told you, got caught by a feral cat and a big hunk bitten out of her foot. That was terrible. So yes, I took her to the vet and the vet said, don't worry, even though there's no flesh and there's no skin, oh my God, it's not as bad as it looks. So it's taken, 3 weeks and it's nearly healed. So there she is. So she wasn't very fond of being inside all the time. Patou, you going to come and say hello? Come, Patou. Lovely to talk to you again. Next time you'll see all this sweet pea, hopefully, in flower. Oh, something's changed a bit in here. A couple of things have moved out. The washing machine, little washing machine has moved in. Everything's doing quite okay. Lemon tree in here has got flower buds on it. Won't that smell nice? And all these little plants and 4 containers of seedlings. So everything in here is going okay. Hello, we've got an egg. And just as we go in, there's one more thing. And in keeping with the recycled, reused, repurposed, I now have a bigger bed. I now have a king single bed. I looked at them new, and to get that model bed and mattress was $800. So I looked on Gumtree and I found exactly the same thing. Guess how much? $75. Woohoo! That one didn't go into landfill, and now I have a bigger bed. Trouble is, I had nowhere to put the chair. So now the chair is kind of by the back door. But that's okay. It moves. Well, it turns out that there's so much to tell you this time that I might actually have to do it in 2 vids. So there'll be one vid what's happened and one vid how it happened. Okay, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Time to put the kettle on again. Thanks for coming along. It's been lovely chatting to you.